Hi, welcome to my New Look blog, and today I want to share with you two questions that can help you move forward if you're feeling stuck. So January's here, there's a new year ahead, but what if you're feeling stuck and you don't know why? If this is the case for you, then it's likely there's an old pattern that's holding you back, and understanding what that pattern is and where it came from will be vital to helping you move forward. So first up, what is a pattern? A pattern is a set of thoughts, feelings or actions with a belief behind them. And our patterns come from past experiences, usually when we were children, and the beliefs that we formed at the time about ourselves and the world. Now, these patterns can be hidden in our blind spots, kind of like when you're driving and the car beside you is so close that you can't see it. A pattern can be like that. It can be influencing our behaviour, but we're so used to it that we don't see it or what it's doing. So, on then to those two questions that can help you cut through this. So if you're feeling stuck, I want you to ask yourself these two things. One, when have you felt like this before? And two, if it's about a person, who does this person remind you of? Now the key here is to listen for the feelings. The content might be different, but the feelings are the way that's going to link you back in to the pattern and the memory. So for example, say like you've got a problem in work, you've got this big new project that you have to finish, you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have all the information, you don't have anyone helping you, you're feeling alone, you're feeling trapped, and you're starting to wonder if you can do it at all. If you look at where you might have felt this before, maybe those feelings remind you of being back in school and not understanding what the teacher was saying. You know, there might have been a certain class where you didn't get what was going on. Or it might be that you had a parent who was busy and couldn't help you with something important. So therefore, at that time as children, we start to think certain things are true, either about ourselves or the world. So in that case, it might be the belief, I have to do everything by myself, or it might be that people won't help me if I ask. So understanding and remembering the original situation, looking at the belief that came from it and how that limits you now. Because although that belief might have helped you in some way as a child, you know, it might have saved you from feeling embarrassed or the fear of being rejected. These beliefs are limiting now in the present because actually you do need to ask for help with this situation. That actually none of us can do things just by ourselves. So understanding the belief and looking then at how you might change it and what you might change it into. And there are two things to know here. Our beliefs are something that we can choose. And when you decide to choose a new belief because something is limiting you, of course you're not going to believe it at the start. That's how it works. If you did believe it, you wouldn't be needing to do this. But a belief is something we can practice and we can take action towards. So in that example there, say like your new belief was going to be, I ask for help when I need it, or other people help me when they can, and if they're not able to help me, it says more about their situation and circumstances than it does about me. So then we would take small action steps to move forward in this. And the key word here is small. When you're thinking about something like this, we need to make sure that we're doing this in a very safe way, because then we can keep going and we can build up. So in that situation, if I was going to test that new belief out, I might not go and ask for my boss for help first. What I might decide to do instead is ask for help from a friend or ask for help from a colleague that I trust. And by taking these small steps of action, we're starting to experience new situations where people are open to us, where people are helping us, and where it's okay for us to ask for help. And one thing to know, if you get stuck on this, keep going. It might be that the person you ask isn't able to help. That's okay. It's not about you. Ask somebody else. And if you take these small steps towards action, then that belief that you're working on forming in your mind will be reinforced each time that you do. And eventually you'll be at a point where that belief, just like the old one, is part of your new pattern. And you don't even have to think about it anymore. And that's a great place to get to, let me tell you. So that was the answers, the 2 questions, and I'm hoping that's been helpful to you. If anyone that you can think of would benefit from this video, please share it. And if you'd like to, come over to my website, kirstymcgovern.co.uk, and there's 3 resources on there and other blog entries that can help. And if you'd like to sign up to my newsletter for updates, then please do. Thank you for watching, and I'm hoping this has been helpful to you.